If you collect a Social Security check, you must pay extremely close attention to your mailbox in the days just after Christmas. An urgent notification is being issued to every single person who gets money from the Social Security program. Whether your income comes from retirement funds, SSI, disability insurance, survivor funds, or a spouse's benefit, you need to be prepared. 2 vital documents are scheduled to begin arriving in homes starting December 26th. This is a serious situation. These papers could dramatically alter your tax obligations and your overall financial health for the coming year. The SSA is alerting all 74 million benefit recipients nationwide to monitor their postal deliveries closely. These are not ordinary updates. They are the official tax documents required for you to complete your annual filings. Due to significant recent legislative shifts, you could be facing surprising adjustments that may put thousands of extra dollars into your bank account, or conversely, create a new debt with the IRS. You absolutely must grasp what these 2 forms represent, the reason they carry extra weight this specific year, how the updated tax codes impact you personally, and the precise steps to take once they land in your hands. There's also a specific benefit disbursement scheduled for December 17th that many are anticipating. Every single tax season, countless individuals are caught completely off guard. They are either unaware that their Social Security can be taxable, or they fail to claim valuable deductions and credits they rightfully earned, simply because the information was never explained in clear, simple terms. The tax paperwork from Social Security is difficult to understand in an average year, but the 2025 filing period is unique due to massive legal changes that have recently become active. The very groups who most need to comprehend these updates, older adults on limited budgets, people with disabilities, surviving spouses, are frequently the ones who receive the murkiest guidance. That's the reason this briefing is being presented. You have a right to know what's arriving, what it signifies, and how to manage it without fear or expensive errors. Before we dive deep into those 2 essential letters, let's briefly address the Social Security payment due on December 17th. If you are a recipient of retirement, disability insurance, or survivor benefits, and your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th of any given month, your money is slated to arrive this Wednesday, December 17th. This follows the standard payment calendar where the SSA distributes funds according to birth date. Here's the full schedule breakdown. Anyone born from the 1st through the 10th should have already been paid on December 10th. Those with birthdays from the 11th to the 20th get paid on December 17th. And individuals born between the 21st and the 31st will see their payment on December 24th. Certain exceptions exist. If you are a long-term beneficiary who began receiving your funds before May of 1997, you are paid on the 3rd day of each month, no matter your birth date. So, your December payment already happened on the 3rd. This same rule holds true if you get supplemental security income. You also received your money earlier in the month. If your expected deposit doesn't appear in your account when it's supposed to, the SSA's official advice is to allow 3 full business days to pass, then verify with your financial institution that your account is in good standing. If your bank confirms everything is normal and the funds are still missing, then you should reach out to Social Security about the delayed payment. Now let's focus on those 2 documents that will soon be delivered to households all over the country. Beginning December 26th, the Social Security Administration will be mailing out tax documents known as the SSA-1099 and the SSA-1042S. These papers detail the complete sum of Social Security benefits you were paid during 2025, and you must have them to file your federal tax return. Here are the essential facts. These forms will be accessible digitally starting December 25th, Christmas Day, provided you have an online My Social Security account. However, the physical copies will start their postal journey on December 26th. The SSA anticipates every single one will be delivered before February begins. Why are these documents so crucial for this particular tax season? The answer lies in newly passed legislation. Alterations to the tax regulations mean your potential liability, or your potential refund, could look nothing like prior years. This is the moment where details become critically important. 2 primary laws are now influencing how your Social Security income is taxed. The first is a major bipartisan bill signed into law last July, And the second is the Social Security Fairness Act, which was enacted in January. Here is the financial turning point. There is now a dedicated $6,000 deduction available specifically for eligible older adults. This is monumental. It signifies that if you qualify as a senior, you can shield up to $6,000 of your income from any taxation. For countless Americans trying to navigate taxes and stretch their benefit dollars further, this is transformative. Let's examine what this truly means with actual figures. A single older taxpayer could now have a combined standard deduction on their initial $23,950 of income when they submit their 2025 tax return early next year. That implies they will pay zero federal taxes on that amount. For married couples filing jointly, the numbers are even more substantial when you add up all eligible deductions. For instance, a married pair, both age 65 or older, might have a standard deduction surpassing $30,000, meaning a huge part of their combined income is tax-exempt. This is particularly helpful for those who depend on Social Security as their main income source. A specialist on this topic phrased it perfectly. It is truly the middle and lower middle income taxpayers who will gain the most from this extra deduction. It effectively removes tax burdens for a majority of elderly filers. Here's something that might be a welcome shock. Because this new tax law was passed halfway through 2025, it's possible some older Americans had federal taxes automatically taken out of their Social Security payments under the previous rules. If that describes your situation, you could be in line for a larger refund when the 2026 tax season arrives. We're discussing potential sums in the thousands of dollars. So, when that SSA-1099 form reaches you, you must examine it carefully. You need to file your taxes accurately. And if you work with a qualified CPA or tax preparer who is up to date on these new rules, they can assist you in reclaiming every single dollar you deserve. Many seniors are still unaware of these changes, making it vital to get informed so you can leverage them. Now let's discuss the other significant law, the Social Security Fairness Act. This legislation eliminated rules that had been cutting down or wiping out Social Security benefits for more than 2 million Americans, who also get pension income from employment not covered by Social Security. Who does this impact? Public servants like educators, firefighters, law enforcement officers, and other government employees, plus their spouses and surviving spouses in certain cases. If you fall into this category, your benefit amount may have gone up, and some individuals even got a one-time retroactive payment exceeding $6,000. This has sparked some debate because other Social Security recipients are wondering why they didn't receive a similar check. That feeling of frustration is reasonable, but you must understand this was specifically created under the Social Security Fairness Act to address federal and public employees who had been unfairly disadvantaged for many years. It does not pertain to all 74 million people who get Social Security. It was intended to correct a particular wrong for a specific population. But here's the key takeaway. If you are among those affected by the Social Security Fairness Act, your SSA-1099 form will show those adjustments. Your benefit total will be larger, and you must report that accurate figure to the IRS. Let's be perfectly clear about who needs to be vigilant starting December 26th. If you get Social Security retirement benefits, you will receive one of these forms. If you are on Social Security disability insurance, you will get one. If you receive supplemental security income, you are on the list. If you are a widow or widower collecting survivor benefits, you will be sent one. If you get spousal benefits, the same applies. In short, if you are one of the 74 million Americans receiving any form of Social Security, you need to watch for this mail. Particular groups should take special note. Parents raising children on disability benefits, this pertains to you. Veterans who receive Social Security alongside VA benefits, you require these documents. Seniors living on fixed incomes who are concerned about taxes, this is vital intel for you. Teachers, firefighters, and other public workers impacted by the Social Security Fairness Act, your paperwork will appear different this year, so scrutinize it closely. Here is your step-by-step action plan. Step 1. Note December 26th on your calendar and begin checking your postal mailbox daily after that date. These documents are coming, and you cannot risk missing or misplacing them. Step 2. If you possess an online My Social Security account, sign in on December 25th and obtain your form digitally. This way you have it instantly and bypass the postal service. If you don't yet have an online account, think about creating one. It's free and provides access to all your Social Security data. Step 3. When your SSA-1099 or SSA-1042S arrives, do not discard it and do not overlook it. This is an official tax record necessary for filing your federal return. Store it securely with your other tax materials. Step 4. Review the total benefit figure on the form and confirm it matches what you actually were paid throughout 2025. If anything seems incorrect, reach out to the Social Security Administration right away to fix it before you file. Step 5. When tax time approaches in early 2026, provide this document to your tax professional or use it if you file yourself. Ensure the person preparing your taxes knows about the new deductions and laws active for 2025. If they appear unfamiliar with the $6,000 senior deduction or the Social Security Fairness Act revisions, you may need to seek someone who is. Step 6. If you had federal taxes withheld from your Social Security payments during 2025, pay extra attention to your potential refund. Owing to the new laws, you might receive a larger payback than you anticipate. Step 7. Do not procrastinate on this. The forms arrive in late December and January, giving you ample time to get prepared before the filing deadline. Use that time smartly. Free tax assistance resources exist, like the IRS's Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, which provides free tax prep to eligible individuals, including seniors and persons with disabilities. Furthermore, maintaining organized records of all your income, benefits, and deductions all year can make the filing process easier and more precise. Let's outline some critical warnings on what to avoid. First, do not disregard these forms just because you didn't have a tax bill in past years. The laws are different now, and your circumstances may have changed. Second, do not automatically assume you owe taxes without actually running the numbers. With the new $6,000 senior deduction and increased standard deductions, many who feared a tax bill might owe nothing. Third, do not toss any mail from the Social Security Administration before opening it. You likely get plenty of promotional mail, but any envelope bearing the SSA logo is important. Fourth, do not delay for months. If an issue arises with your form or your tax picture, it's far simpler to resolve it in January or February than in April, when you're scrambling to meet the deadline. Some extra background on why these changes occurred and their future implications. The $6,000 senior deduction under the major bipartisan bill was an idea championed by advocates for a long time. Older adults on fixed incomes have been grappling with escalating living costs, and this deduction alleviates some pressure by shrinking tax duties. The Social Security Fairness Act corrected a decades-old flaw, where public sector employees were penalized in their Social Security simply because they also had a pension from jobs not covered by the system. It was inherently unjust, and its resolution is a positive step. But a persistent issue remains. Benefits are not fully tracking inflation. Even with these tax changes, many seniors discover their Social Security checks by less than before. Currently, Social Security uses a metric called the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers to determine annual cost of living adjustments. The trouble is, this index is built on the spending habits of employed people, not retirees. There is a growing effort to alter the formula to use the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which would more accurately mirror what seniors actually spend money on, such as medical care. Analysts project that switching to the CPIE could boost benefits for every recipient, with estimates ranging from $30 to $500 more per year. If you support changing the COLA metric from the CPIW to the CPIE, you should contact your congressional representatives. Here is the ultimate conclusion. These two tax documents arriving after December 26th are not items you can afford to overlook. They will be indispensable for filing your 2025 taxes. And with all the new statutes now in force, you must understand what's different and how it applies to you. For numerous seniors and disability recipients, these shifts will be beneficial. The $6,000 senior deduction, the larger standard deductions, and the corrections from the Social Security Fairness Act mean lots of people will pay less tax or receive bigger refunds than they imagined. But you have a role to play. You must watch for these papers. You must keep them secure. You must report your income properly. And you must utilize the deductions you qualify for. The system is complex, but you are equipped to handle it. Remember, you don't have to solve it all by yourself. Tax experts, benefits advisors, and helpful resources are out there to guide you. If this breakdown helped you understand the situation with these Social Security tax forms and the new laws impacting your benefits, please pass it along to others who might need it. So much is changing that affects your finances, and staying informed is power. And if you found this guide useful, please show your support by giving this video a like, and make sure you're following my channel for more clear, actionable updates like this one. Remember, starting December 26th, check your mailbox daily. When those SSA-1099 or SSA-1042S forms come, treat them with the importance they warrant. Don't ignore them, don't lose them, and don't put off dealing with them. You can manage this. You will navigate this tax season successfully. And with these new laws active, you might be in for a very positive surprise when you see a smaller tax bill or a fatter refund. Take good care. Watch that mailbox and stay knowledgeable about your benefits.